You are all right. Everything will sort itself out. It's just me worrying about all the things. I'm so hopeful. Good morning. Oh, it is. Look at that. I actually had a $130 voucher at my hairdresser's. So, well, I had $80 deposit that I put on last year, and Maeve gave me a $50 voucher for Christmas. So I love having a teenager who works. So anyway, yeah, just gonna tie that back up now. But did get hair done this week. Felt guilty about the money, but it was already spent, so may as well use it, right? Okay. Thought I would check in. Got some news, some big news. We might have somewhere. We went to, okay, start from the beginning. So someone I know knows someone who is moving away and has just recently, 2-year-old, built a house, but they have to move away for work, and they were going to put it for rent through the real estate. Now the trouble was that they need it rented by early February, and as you know, our lease doesn't end until the end of April. So we were like, what do we do? He decided that he would rent privately to someone that he knew, or someone that his friend knew. Hang on, my battery's going flat. Just 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. Fix my bluey onesie. Okay. Oh. Right, so where was I? So the let's get situated so I can talk without being distracted. Right. Okay. Comfy? Good. Okay, so yeah, that was the challenge that we had, was that someone, like, he wanted someone in there early February, but we went and had a look at the place while he was moving out, and he agreed it'd be easier just to rent privately. And obviously renting privately means that we wouldn't endure strangers in our house every 3 months. He will come up frequently and probably do inspections and things like that, but we've already had conversations about how we'll do that over a glass of gin, so that should go down well. Yeah, he's more than happy for the pets and the kids, so that's an added bonus. Sorry, we have put, dogs are barking, but we've put out the front some furniture for sale. So we've had people saying they're coming by and they never show up. Do you have that when you sell on Marketplace? So frustrating. Anyways, so it's all about timing at this point. He is looking for somewhere in Brisbane to rent. He's a single person, but he does have 2 cats, so he needs to move there for work. So fingers crossed. He did say he was looking at somewhere yesterday. He'd already been pre-approved, but he just had to look at it and see if he liked it. So he said that he would let us know yesterday if that was the case. So hopefully, my worry is not that he's not going to rent to us, but that timing will just factor in, because what has happened now is that I've contacted the real estate and said, heads up, we would like to leave by the 16th of February. Please let the landlord know. And last conversation with the agent was, the landlord hasn't gotten back to me, but I can't see why it would be a problem. So we just don't know. I guess it depends on the landlord ultimately. Sounds like she's going to advocate in our favor, but you just don't know. And my other worry is that, like, if he doesn't find somewhere and he decides he's just gonna commute, which is a doable thing, not ideal, but it is commutable, then we'll end up with nowhere. But anyway, it's just me worrying about all the things. So I'm so hopeful. The rent is $110 more a week here, so about $440 a month more than what we're currently paying, which is still within, you know, the price bracket. The house is only 2 years old, but it's really small, so similar, like modern looking brick home, but small yard, small living spaces, very congested neighborhood. so not ideal, but is what it is. You know, not having 3 monthly inspections by strangers would be enough to deal with that. Our dogs are old. There's really good walking paths around the neighborhood that we'd be moving into, so you know, we just have to be a bit more consistent in walking the dogs. And we're going to build like a catio for the cats and Peggy off the back laundry door, hopefully, so they won't be roaming the neighborhood, because our worry is them getting run over. Like in our neighborhood, it's really quiet and it's a dead-end street and all that sort of stuff, so there's no thoroughfare. But we drove past this new house the other day and the next door neighbors literally had 8 cars in their driveway, like in their front yard. All their whole front yard had 8 cars in it, so I'm a little bit concerned about the neighborhood, if I'm perfectly honest, but beggars can't be choosers and it's somewhere to live. He's happy for us, because it's a new build, so there's not a lot of landscaping or anything like that. He's happy for us to plant, you know, really resilient trees and things like that, so that's the plan. And we signed, well, we are signing a 2-year lease, so we won't have to move anytime in the next 2 years. He's intending to sell after that 2 years, so we have 2 years to get our shit together and just make it work. It's average rent price, like that $580 is pretty average. It's still close enough that it's not out of range. It probably adds 10 minutes or 20 minutes total to the morning run, so that's not ideal, but it is what it is. Yeah, that's where we're at. So like I said, the house is tiny, so we still have the same number of bedrooms, 4 bedrooms, and there is a media room, but it's closed in, so it could actually become another bedroom, but it's much bigger than the other bedrooms. So the plan is for the little two to share the media room, and we'll make that their bedroom. Maeve's going to have 1 room, Austin's going to have 1 room, and I'm going to have my own office, which I do need for work. So that'll be good. I'll be able to work from home a little bit better. It will be outside of our bedroom, which is even better. Our bedroom will just be our bedroom, which is so nice, because it means I can work the hours that suit me as opposed to the hours that suit the heat and my husband's shift work and things like that, so that'll be nice. Like I said, he's really happy for us to have pets, loves pets, he's a cat owner himself, so that's the plan there. Yeah, so you were all right. Everything will sort itself out. Now, like I said, there's still some worries in terms of whether the landlord will let us out of our lease early. We suspect they're selling, so something that the agent said, she's not a very clear communicator, but something that she said made us think that the owner was selling. We think that the owner doesn't live in Australia, so they have never actually been to this home, so we don't know. If not in Australia, potentially not in this state, but our previous owner lived in Victoria anyway, so yeah, that's that. What else? There are a standards of living clause in the new Rental Tenancies Agreement Act. However, we can't breach the landlord based on that, because the ones related to current tenancies do not come into effect until October this year, so we don't actually, our landlord doesn't have to comply by the standards of living. Like if electrical switches are pushed in and are no longer usable because someone will get electrocuted if they touch them, then that is apparently just fine. And just to clarify, the light switches, some light, you know, light switches, they just get overused, and we've had it happen before. It's pure wear and tear type stuff. So anyway, that's that. So it's all happening. I am going through the emotions, like so we saw the house and I was so worried that he would rethink about renting privately and would have to go through a real estate and make all that application and everything, and then you know, the person, our mutual friend, was like, no, it'll be fine, it'll happen, so don't worry about it. And I'm like, okay. Anyway, then I was like, is the house too small? How are we going to do? But that has helped with the decluttering. At least we potentially know where we're going. So having a place to kind of envisage where things will go has helped with the packing process, which I will share with you at some point. So that's definitely made me more ruthless in at least the kitchen, because the kitchen is really tiny. It's literally like a sink, a stove, and the fridge. So I don't even know where you prepare food in that place. But yeah, we'll have to make do. Just gotta play it by ear. If the landlord lets us out of this lease on the date that we want, then I only have to pay another 10 days rent. So because I'm that far ahead, so I've always been a month ahead, so that'll be exciting. Fingers crossed. I just hope they let us just go at that time. Then they can come in. They will have to repaint and recarpet because the walls and the painting and the carpets are over 10 years old. So in Queensland, I believe the law is that you need to repaint a property between tenancies. If the carpet and the walls are more than 10 years old, they depreciate to that value, so they won't be able to make an insurance claim on anything that they deem our damage. So that's something. Yeah, I'm optimistic. I'm still going to clean to within an inch of its life here, just to make it easier for the painters so they can just come in and get it done. And we'll patch walls. There's, like, I noticed behind Rosie's door, the handle has gone in because the stopper had fallen off to prevent it from going into the wall, so we'll patch that. We had replaced a towel rail in the main bathroom because it had come off, so just have to patch that sort of stuff. There's little bits and pieces around the place that we'll patch, but mostly it's fair wear and tear because we've lived in this home for 12 years, so I'm not too concerned. Some of the screens, I'm pretty sure the screens are all good. We replaced all of those recently because Nemo had a tendency to scratch at those, so we replaced those. Yeah, there's no damage in the backyard. We're just, yeah, it's just moving at this point. Started packing, like I said, and I'll probably share some footage of that, if not in this video, then in the next or one of the upcoming videos. I have, in terms of plans, Wednesday is a Wellness Wednesday video, so I haven't actually filmed that or know what it is, and I only have today to do that, so forgive me if it doesn't go up, but I will do my best. Then the following video is 4 days later, which will be a Saturday, I believe. No, Sunday, and it will be a Set Me Up Sunday, and I already have some footage for that. So just some things that I do to get myself ready for the week that I hope will help you. But I did want to just say thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of your kind and supportive words. I really appreciate how much you guys have rallied around me to support me during this time. I am so truly blessed. I don't know what I did to deserve it, but I am truly, truly grateful. I'm really humbled and really, I'm not gonna lie, like a little bit uncomfortable with how much you guys support me. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but yeah, I don't know what I did to deserve you guys, but whatever it was, good job me, because you guys are amazing, and I can't thank you all enough for everything, for just your kindness and your support, your encouragement and your tips on moving. On that note, I have been following a few of them, so I did also want to just like preface some things. So obviously my plan to declutter has changed a little bit. The process in which I was going to do it has definitely changed. So I'm a little bit anxious that people will be like, but you should declutter before you move. But I don't know. I just want to get stuff packed away so that we can make moving easily. I'm not packing things that we definitely don't need. We're being quite ruthless on that, and I will show you. I think we got rid of at least 4 boxes yesterday of just stuff that we are not using just from the kitchen alone. Be very proud. I got rid of lots of cups and bottles and things, a lot of Tupperware, so someone is going to clean up in the op shops or the thrift stores because we just donated it all. Like I said, I did try to sell some furniture out the front. It has been a nightmare. I just hate Marketplace. Like, people say, is it available? Can we come look? And you tell them where it is, and then they don't show. So at this point I think I have about 6 people saying they're coming to get it, so whoever rocks up first can have it. I put $75 out on it out in the street, but $50 if they come and get it. And if they get here and say, we can take it but we're not paying you anything, I'll go okay, because I'm not a business person, but also I just want it gone. A friend of ours has lent us a trailer, so I will show you. We got rid of a heap of furniture in that. The couch will go. Another friend of mine has a bed and mattress that my daughter can have, that Maeve can have, so we'll get rid of her bed and mattress, which is pretty old and pretty broken, so we'll get rid of it. This bedside table, oh, can you see it? Oh yep, the bedside table that my husband built, that is going. There's a cupboard over the bathroom, the toilet, that will go, and you'll see all the other things that we got rid of. I hope that when I share it that it's noticeable how much we're getting rid of, but at the same time there will always be someone who will be like, could have got rid of more, and maybe I will in the new house when I feel less anxious, because decluttering and anxiety do not go hand in hand for me. That actually increases my anxiety, so I'm trying to find the middle road here. Anyway, with all that being said, I have chatted at you long enough. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day wherever you are. Once again, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for all that you do for me. It truly does encourage and inspire and motivate me, and I really hope that my sharing does that for someone else as well. Share with a mate if you think she could relate. Check out my other videos if you want to help with the AdSense and that sort of stuff. Check out the description box for any links and things. And with all that being said, goodbye. Have a great day. Cheers.